What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. So, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or I go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about Smackdown. Now, Smackdown has been the best show this week, and it gets a 9.9 out of 10, which was a good show. It says, WWE Smackdown kicks off with highlights of last week's SmackDown. We see clips of the Usos and Sami Zayn with Paul Heyman. Okay, live in the arena, Natalia comes down to the ring for her match. Okay, so we get Natalia and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. This was a solid tag team match. If Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler wins the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, who's gonna beat Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler? We don't know. But anyway, I just want to put that out there. Okay, the bell rings and we are on the way. Natalia and Shayna start the match. Natalia with a headlock takedown, followed by a wrist lock. Shayna reverses it into a wrist lock, but Natalia with a snap more, followed by a kick. Ronda is tagged into the match. Both women with takedowns as Natalia goes for the sharpshooter, but Ronda kicks her away. Shayna tagged back in. Shotzi is tagged into the match. Shotzi with a knee to the face. Shotzi goes for a suplex, but Shayna Baszler with a arm lock. Shayna with a takedown, but Shotzi kicks her away. Excuse me. Ronda Rousey is tagged in, and Shotzi with a suplex. Shotzi with a bridge submission, but Ronda gets out of it. Ronda Rousey to her feet, but Shotzi throws her to the outside of the ring. Shotzi runs to the ropes and a suicide dive onto Ronda Rousey on the outside of the ring. Natalia with the clothesline on Shayna on the outside of the ring. Shotzi on the top rope in a splash onto Ronda and Shayna. Excuse me, we go to commercial break. Okay, back from the break. Shayna with an armbar on Shotzi in the middle of the ring. Shotzi gets out of it as Shayna throws her onto the mat. Shayna with a right hand onto Natalia, who is standing on the ring apron. Ronda Rousey is tagged in as Shotzi throws Shayna to the outside of the ring. Shotzi stands on the top rope as she grabs Ronda Rousey and DDTs her onto the ring apron. Shayna throws Ronda Rousey back into the ring, and Shayna tags herself in. Shayna grabs Shotzi, but Shotzi with a kick to the side of the head. Natalia is tagged in, and she clotheslines Shayna. Natalia with a Russian leg sweep. Natalia with a back elbow and a German suplex. She goes for the cover, but Shayna kicks out. Natalia goes for the sharpshooter, but Shayna kicks her away. Shayna goes for the clutch, but Natalia backs her into the corner, and Ronda makes the blind tag. Ronda Rousey goes for the crossbody, but Natalia moves out of the way. Natalia with the sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. Shayna gets in the ring as Natalia releases the sharpshooter. Natalia throws Shayna to the outside. Shotzi is tagged in. Natalia goes for the hard attack, but Shayna trips her and drags her to the outside of the ring. Ronda with an armbar, but Shotzi taps out. The winner of the match, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. This was a solid tag team match. Okay, commercial break. Excuse me. Hit Row are standing in the ring. They cut a rap and insult Montreal as the light go pitch black. Bray Wyatt's music hits. The light goes back on as Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy are standing on the opposite ring aprons. They get into the ring as B-Fab leaves the ring. Bray Wyatt with a mandible claw on Top Dollar as he throws him over the top rope. Uncle Howdy with Sister Abigail on the Shante. Bray Wyatt grabs a microphone and tells Montreal they are welcome. The fans chant, "Thank you, Bray," and "Thank you, Howdy." Bray Wyatt says now that he is once again in control of himself, of his family. He wants to be the first to tell everyone that tomorrow night, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, whoever walks out alive, they should run. Okay, we cut backstage as Drew McIntyre and Sheamus are preparing for their match against the Viking Raiders. Commercial break. Madcap Moss and Emma cut a promo backstage. They talk about how it is his time to shine. Okay, Ariel, Ariel Helwani is in between the crowd. He talks about how Montreal, uh, Quell, Quell, Bell, Province, Province is ready to see Sami Zayn make history on Saturday night. Okay, so we get Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders. This was a good tag team match. This was really good. The bell rings, and we are underway. Sheamus with a shoulder tackle onto Ivar, and Ivar falls to the outside of the ring. Excuse me. Drew McIntyre and Eric fight on the outside of the ring, and outside the ring as Sheamus throws Ivar back into the ring. Sheamus with a clothesline and Ivar to the outside of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Okay, back from the commercial, Ivar with a head lock onto Sheamus in the middle of the ring. Sheamus gets to his feet, but Ivar with elbow to the face. Eric is tag back into the match. Excuse me. They double team Sheamus. Ivar is tagged back into the match and back into the ring. He clotheslines Drew McIntyre off the ring apron. Ivar runs towards Sheamus, but Sheamus with a clothesline. Drew and Eric are tagging. Drew with a clothesline. Eric to the ropes and a back elbow. Drew with a belly to belly throw. Ivar gets into the ring, and Drew with a neck breaker. Drew with a neck breaker onto Eric. He goes for the future shot DDT, but Eric with a right hand. Drew with a right hand. He runs to the ropes, and Drew McIntyre with the Mochoku driver. He goes for the cover, but Eric kicks out. He grabs Eric, but Eric with a right hand. Ivar his Ivar is tagged in, and as is Sheamus, right hand by Sheamus. He runs he went towards Ivar, but Ivar with a boot to the face. Ivar climbs the top rope, but Sheamus with a right hand. Sheamus climbs the second rope as he gets Ivar onto his shoulders and slam him onto the mat. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Drew and Sheamus with 10 beats of the battery onto the Viking Raiders. Sheamus with a knee onto Ivar. He goes for the cover, but Eric breaks it up. Eric tags himself in, and Sheamus with a power slam. Sheamus goes for the bro kick, but Eric tries to catch him for a power bomb, but he doesn't catch him. Eric picks him back up and hits him with a powerbomb. He goes for the cover, but Sheamus kicks out. Eric climbs the top rope and he jumps, but Sheamus with a knee to the face. Drew is tagging. Drew goes for the claimer, but Ivar drags Eric to the outside of the ring. Drew runs and jumps the top rope onto the Viking Raiders. He throws Eric back into the ring. Valhalla gets on the ring apron and distracts Drew, and Ivar makes the tag. Eric slams Drew onto the mat. Ivar climbs the second rope. As he slams Drew off the second rope, he goes for the cover, but Sheamus breaks it up. Eric throws Sheamus' shoulder first into the ring post. Drew with the Glasgow kiss onto Eric. Ivar with a spin kick onto Drew. Ivar climbs the top rope as he hits Drew with the Viking splash. He goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Eric is tagged in. They lift Drew up, but Sheamus with the bro kick onto Ivar. Drew with the claymore onto Eric. Drew goes for the cover and gets the pin. Okay, the winner of the match, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. This was a good tag team match. So we go to commercial break. Kayla is backstage with Rey Mysterio. We see a clip of Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar from last week's where they exchanged masks. Rey tells Kayla he knows that it meant a lot to Santos Escobar, but that meant a lot to him too. He start he starts to talk about respect, and then comes Karen Cross and with Scarlett. He said once upon a time he wanted to be a fighter, but once he saw the lack of respect and disgust that Dominic Mysterio had for Rey, he thought to himself that maybe that is not for him. Unlike Rey, he doesn't have to walk around this place and hide his face under a mask due to being a pathetic excuse of a father. But that is just Scarlett's opinion. He tells Ray to do something about it. TikTok as they walk away. Now this backstage segment, I did not really care. And I do not understand why is Karen Cross feuding against Rey Mysterio. It doesn't make sense. Nobody asked for this. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what's better than Karrion Cross feud against Rey Mysterio. The bloodline storytelling is way better than Karrion Cross feuding against Rey Mysterio, and I'm just putting it out there, and it's facts. All right, let's move on. Asuka versus Liv Morgan. This match was decent. Decent match. That's all I gotta say. Carmella joins the announcer team. The bell rings and we are underway. Liv with a headlock takedown as Asuka gets out of it. Carmella on commentary is talking about Raquel Rodriguez and how she won't win the Elimination Chamber. Okay, excuse me. Asuka with a release German suplex followed by a kick to the face. Asuka goes for the cover, but Liv kicks out. Asuka with an armbar, and Raquel Rodriguez walks down to the ring. She goes face first. She goes face to first with Carmella. She goes face to face with Carmella as Nikki Cross jumps the crowd and joins the announcers. She tells Raquel and Carmella to fight back in the ring. Asuka with a kick. She climbs the second rope, but Liv with a kick. Liv with an oblivion off the second rope. She goes for the cover, but Asuka kicks out. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Natalia is at ringside. Asuka with kicks onto Liv in the middle of the ring. She goes for a kick, but Liv Morgan with kicks of her own. Liv Morgan with a flying knee to the face. Liv Morgan climbs the second rope and hits Asuka with a drop kick. Liv Morgan with a double knee to the face. She rolls Asuka for the cover, but Asuka reverses it into the Asuka lock and Liv Morgan taps out. Okay, the winner of the match, Asuka. This was a decent match. Carmella with a kick onto Asuka after the match. Natalia attacks Carmella. Nikki Cross attacks Natalia, and Raquel attacks Nikki. Um, Raquel helps Liv up, but Liv hits her with the double knees. Asuka with a kick onto Raquel as she and Liv are face to face in the ring. Okay, Ariel Ariel Helwani is back in between the crowd. He says if Sami wins, they will party like it's 1993. That is the year that the Montreal Canadiens last won the NHL Stanley Cup. Okay, let's move on. Excuse me. Megan is backstage with Gunther and Imperium. Gunther says he doesn't care about Madcap and encouraging words by him would not change anything. Gunther and Imperium walk away. So we go to commercial break. Okay. So we get the WWE Intercontinental Championship. So we get Gunther versus Madcap Monster accompanied by Emma. Now this match, I must say, this match was fine for what it was. It says the bell rings and we are underway. Gunther with a chop to the chest. in the corner. Madcap with a takedown, followed by a right hand. Both men back up and Gunther with a headlock takedown. Madcap gets to his feet as he throws Gunther to the ropes, but Gunther with a shoulder tackle. Gunther goes for a right hand, but Madcap with a right hand. Madcap to the ropes and Gunther with a chop to the chest, followed by a boot to the face. He goes for the cover, but Madcap kicks out. Gunther goes for a right hand, but Madcap moves out of the way. Madcap spears Gunther into the corner. Madcap to the ropes and a spine buster onto Gunther. He goes for the cover, but Gunther kicks out. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Gunther with chops onto Madcap. He goes for the powerbomb, but Madcap lands on his feet. Madcap to the ropes, but Gunther with a sleeper hold, which Madcap reverses it into a suplex. Madcap to the ropes and a clothesline onto Gunther. He goes for the cover, but Gunther kicks out. Madcap Gunther, but Gunther with a chop to the chest. Gunther goes for a suplex, but Madcap lands on his feet. Madcap with a vertical suplex onto Gunther, followed by a swinging neck breaker. He goes for the cover, but Gunther kicks out. Madcap goes for a slam, but Gunther lands on his feet and a chop to the chest. Gunther climbs the top rope, but Madcap with the right hand. Madcap on the second rope, but Gunther chops him down onto the mat. Gunther on the top rope, but Madcap jumps back onto the second rope. Madcap with a fall away slam. He goes for the cover, but Gunther kicks out. Madcap runs towards Gunther and one towards Gunther, but Gunther with a sleeper hold. Gunther reverses it into a powerbomb. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match and still the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. Now this match was fine for what it was. Okay, Sami Zayn makes his way down to the ring to a loud pop in Montreal. He gets in the ring as fans chant Sami and he grabs the microphone. The fans start to chant Ole and Sami Zayn looks at the crowd. Sami Zayn smiles and laughs and it's emotional. They chant you deserve it as he is about to speak. The fans start another Ole chant and Ole chant he is about to speak and the fans start a you sounds the F you chant F you Roman chant. Okay. Sami Zayn thanks the fans in French. He says this time of the year everyone points to one thing, the WrestleMania sign. Which is facts, by the way. Every superstar every year points at the WrestleMania sign. Excuse me. Every year they tell everyone that is the most important show of the year. Excuse me. But for him, for this city, tomorrow night is once in a lifetime. Sami Zayn tells Roman to listen to him. Tomorrow night he is in Sami Zayn's hometown. Sami Zayn's hometown. Tomorrow is not just for Roman Reigns against Sami Zayn. Tomorrow night is Roman Reigns against Sami Zayn and the entire city of Montreal. He tells Roman Reigns he is going down and throw the microphone. And SmackDown goes off the air. Okay. Now I must say, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning of my video, SmackDown has been the best show of the week. And SmackDown gets a 9.9 out of 10, which is a good show. But can you imagine if Sami Zayn beats Roman Reigns tomorrow at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? The crowd is going to go crazy, and the crowd is going to get a lot of pop, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, like I said earlier, SmackDown has been the best show of this week, and SmackDown gets a 9.9 out of 10, which was a good show. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on Smackdown. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video go live on YouTube. Make sure you guys give this video a big fat thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm, by the way. But anyway, follow my socials, my Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow on my world premiere on my WWE Elimination Chamber review and highlights. This is your boy, Big Boy Facts Jonny TV. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.